Okay. Settings. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, Dukect live on TalkShoe.com, also on YouTube as well. Hopefully you are. Hopefully you're having a good Wednesday evening wherever you are doing the stuff here. And goodness gracious. Well, I'll say this though. I feel like this is, ladies and gentlemen, the most successful podcast, probably more successful podcast I've ever done, and a lot more successful than say other things like Quibi or all that good stuff. Seriously, that whole thing is terrible. But you know what? Let's stop talking about failures. Let's talk about actual good stuff. Talk about positivity. Talk about actual greatness, and actually a company that doesn't know anything about failure unless you're talking about a certain women's division. But yeah. Uh, but anyway, AEW Fyter Fest Night 2. And let me just get this thing. Let me see if I can get at least a nice image for you. All right. Okay. I think I got something for everybody. A nice little image. And image in the tab. There you go. There you are. Something a little bit better than my blank screen. There we go. Share and boom. There it is. Here's the entire card. And I have to say, this was, I mean, I'm surprised, a surprisingly very good show. A very surprisingly good. I didn't think it was going to be, there were so many good to great matches here. There was some, some lackluster stuff, but stuff that actually, I felt that it put some story stuff there. Honestly, I would say you could say the worst match was the Nyla Rhodes handicap match, but I think she did a pretty good job there. But overall, again, the matches were for the most part very good. Uh, let's talk about the first one, Private Party with Matt Hardy versus Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. I didn't watch all of this match. I came in a little bit late. Was washing dishes and such, but the stuff I caught was really good. Private Party and they are just this young tag team with Matt Hardy as their manager, him being the Michael Hayes of it, which is pretty cool. I like that. I do like that type of pairing. I think they have a really good they just I feel like this pairing is something that I feel like they're like, okay, they really do some really good stuff here, and I just wish that that pairing at WE lasted a little bit longer, but I think the Hardys worked out pretty good. I'm hoping that the same thing happens with Private Party, that they will eventually start winning matches and winning championships as well. And that's what I feel like when you look at the Private Party there, is that they have that same type of fire, but I don't think they have that great storyline yet. I hope that they do eventually, because I think once they start getting that good story telling, you know, once he starts getting, um, you know, um, that type of, once he starts, you know, they start getting storylines, getting some stuff and characters, I think they will go pretty far. Hangman, it just feels like, again, it's just the match. They really are good. That they have the athleticism, but they just need that storytelling, and they really will go far. Hangman Page and Kenny Omega, they just feel like after that great match, they can make great stuff, but they need to have a storyline. And I think the teams that they're eventually going to have to face, eventually they're going to have to, I still think they have that issue with the Elite, and then you have FTR, which I think they are building up to. I hopefully they are going to build up to that match, and once they start building up to that match, I think they will finally have that, because they have hold those titles for a pretty gosh darn long time, very long time. Of yeah, you know. I think there's a lot of good stuff, a lot of really good, really good stuff with them when they finally fight, finally get that tag team stuff. Hopefully they do. Hopefully in the next couple months. Hopefully in the first stadium show when they have actually like full fans or whatever. Which then again they're in Florida, which with the whole Rona and such, oh yeah, they're not looking good. Yeah, I mean I'm not really surprised. Florida is Florida after all, and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's not really a surprise. But yeah, anyway, the match was really good, and Hangman Page and Kenny Omega retain the titles. Probably look good, but like I said, they need some good story elements, and they build themselves up. I think they'll be just fine. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, is the. I'm surprised this wasn't the main event because the names involved. I'm surprised it wasn't, but no, we get the 8-man tag, and that was FTR and the Young Bucks in this 8-man tag taking on the Lucha Bros and the Butcher and the Blade, who still have FTR's truck. I like that, and they just doing just amazing. By the way, I have to say this. Um, the MVP of that match has to be, and it's always when Phoenix is on his game. Ray Phoenix is on his game. There's no one touching him. There is legitimately no one better than Ray Phoenix in that ring athletically. I'm not surprised at all, man. This team is they're just great. I mean, again, I do like the Lucha Brothers, but and I like Pentagon, but man, Ray Phoenix, if he's not a main eventer in AEW, and I don't want him to be, I don't want to just to like piss off the tag division, but man, he should be holding singles gold. If he's not, it's a waste. It's a goddamn waste. Or at least tag gold. But yeah, Butcher, Blade. This was again. It got a little clunky at first, but when they start going, they are actually really good. But the main story is FTR and the Young Bucks, the lack of trust, and they're slowly working together, slowly getting, slowly starting to trust each other throughout the match, and things looking good. But again, the Young Bucks and FTR could not actually really connect there as Butcher and the Blade and the Lucha Brothers took advantage of that as their, again, the surprising hard hitting the Butcher and the Blade and the crispness of the Lucha Brothers. They just they nailed them with all these type of big moves, and they just continuously hammered them and continuously just doing these just fantastic moves. I mean, heck, Ray Phoenix with the Canadian Destroyer on the outside, landing on all. I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing. The dude is awesome, and Ray Phoenix is, like I said, is amazing, and shoot, the man is just great. But at the end of the day, and I honestly would say it's upset because I predicted FTR and Young Bucks win, but no, it was the Lucha Brothers with a nice tag move. I think they pinned one of the FTR. And I'm like, what? I was like, wait, what? I'm like, did that just happen? I mean, I'm surprised, but I shouldn't be surprised because they really are one of the top teams at AEW, and they are going to be facing off in the next week, and I can't wait for that. I'm surprised by that because again, they build up the FTR, they're so great and everything, but to have them lose here, I guess it makes sense to build up the next really big threat to them. And yeah, I can't wait to see the series matches between Lucha Brothers and FTR. And I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be really good and interesting. I can't wait to see that. Next up, Lance Archer, Joey Janela, and I like the hold spots Joey Janela had. He really tried to do it. And you really thought he was going to win, but Lance Archer just was too powerful. Heck, in the beginning of the match, you had Lance Archer just destroy Sonny Kiss, just massacre him, and I'm like, man, that sucks. But that's Lance Archer. When everyone does, everybody, everybody dies. That's what it is. Hmm. But yeah. But yeah, anyway, the match was really, again, it was good. And just hopefully, I hope this is not the last time these two fight. I want them to fight maybe in the next couple of, next AEW pay per view, maybe. Put them in there, type of the winner gets a shot at the TNT Championship. And to see what, in a no disqualification match, I think it would really show how Joey Janela and Lance Archer. I mean, I've grown to like Joey Janela. The man really believes in this bad boy stuff. So I'm beginning to turn on him. I'm like, this guy actually knows what he's doing. I mean, the guy already knows what he's doing. But yeah, he is he's winning me over with his that type of like don't give a fuck attitude. Yeah, and that's the thing that really just that's what I hope that continues to connect with just the fans, but also just his that persona connects with the fans, and hopefully he starts getting more success in AEW. Yeah. Lance Archer, good stuff. Next, you had Nyla Rose in a handicap match against two people who are just insignificant and such, and they already lost to Nyla Rose. And Nyla Rose completely destroyed them. The end. And then Nyla got on the mic, and she's good. Again, she's good on the mic. She said everyone has a manager, everyone has this, so I have a manager. And when I do, and I'm not going to reveal them, and such. And then when it's like, she's like, I promise you this, since I'm the number one contender for that championship, Sheeta, she looked right at her and said, you will, you're going to face me, and I'll reveal my manager, and I will become a champion once again. Really good stuff. Speaking of champions, you had Taz made this huge announcement. And let me tell you, a pretty good promo afterwards. With Brian Cage. Honestly, Brian Cage is again, I understand he's money, and he gave him the FTW World Title, and I'm like, dang, that's they're really putting this guy. I'm like, dude, he has to beat Brian Cage. It has to be some shenanigans for that title. I honestly want Brian Cage to beat Moxley. Moxley had a decent run with the title, but I think he's better as a chaser instead of actually coming in holding the belt, personally. I think if you have Brian Cage beat him definitively, you will have someone. I think you will have a big star in your hands. Someone to really be that big time player. Someone who moves like him and someone who does all that stuff. He is big money. Have him beat Jon Moxley. Have Moxley chase. Heck, put Chris Jericho in there. I think you put him in there as well. Make it a nice little three-way dance for the AEW title. Come on. I think that'd be pretty fun. When they start going, like, say, for example, All Out or whatever, and they start putting people in shows again, probably in October or whatever, we would have something like that, a three-way dance, a three-way, for the AEW Championship. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that for Revolution. AEW Revolution, or something like that, where they hopefully start putting people in. Brian Cage defends against Chris Jericho and Jon Moxley. Now tell me, that's not money. I don't know what is. Man. But yeah, anyway. There's another match, Dark Order, and Colt Cabana taking on SoCal Uncensored. By the way, I like the fact that they're actually still are together. SoCal Uncensored, they're still together. And, but Scorpio Sky's going for singles gold. Since he's already won the tag team, the SCU was the first tag team champions by beating Dark Order. Beating the team of Dark Order and such. I remember that. They won against them. So they have that little bit of continuity there. So, yeah. And then also you had, Colt Cabana bringing coming in to help defeat the Dark Order in, I think, their other pay-per-view, one of their previous pay-per-views. I think AEW Revolution. Not that. What was that? I gotta look that up. Let's see. All right. Let's see. What was it? Let's see. What was it? Full Gear. Revolution. It was. Yeah, Revolution was February. And I thought Full Gear, exactly. It was Full Gear, and it was Full Gear. So I think they could do something with that Full Gear, the triple threat matchup, whatever. Or Revolution, that sort of thing. But yeah. At Revolution, you had Colt Cabana come in and help SoCal defeat the Dark Order and make jokes of them, but then now he's joining up with them. Okay, it looks like. And it looks like it might be I think that old Colt Cabana might be looking more into it. Might be, or maybe he's using to get victories. Maybe to a TNT championship or a tag team title? Very interesting. Very interesting. So I wouldn't be surprised by that. Hopefully Cole can heal himself up and actually have him actually start winning matches. Maybe he might join the Dark Order and maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, the match, Dark Order win. It was decent. Decent match, but it did continue the story. So I like that. I like that. But yeah, here it is, our main event. I was watching both Keith Lee and Adam Cole while watching this main event. Not to say both were bad, but actually both main events are actually pretty good for AEW and NXT. In fact, this is the first time I watched NXT in a good long while, since maybe since maybe 2009, early 2009. Man, before they went to USA. But yeah, I really like both of those main events. If you want me to give my review of Keith Lee versus Adam Cole, I might do a video on that. Since I had nothing else better to do, I might just do one big video on that. If y'all want to, uh, hmm. But yeah, but yeah, both these two great. They're great. They actually did a really good match. I was surprised that again, I don't know how it is. Orange Cassidy has this connection with the crowd, and I like that. Oh, and by the way, you have Big Swole coming in and ruin up Britt Baker's life again, because why not? It's like, she just keeps doing that over and over again. I like that. Uh, I almost forgot about that, but yeah, that was great too. But yeah, Orange Cassidy, Chris Jericho, another good, very good match, entertaining, and I actually thought Orange Cassidy was going to win. I thought that would be a big upset, but no. After all the interference, Chris Jericho picks up the victory. I honestly think this was a little bit better than Orange Cassidy's match with Pac. Actually, I thought that was a really good match. I thought that was a lot better because this was I think there was a lot more at stake. You saw Orange Cassidy actually started to really come more out of his shell, and he's been winning a lot more matches and such. And he does have that whole sneaky, he's good, whatever, and such. Like the fact he started doing those little kicks that Jericho hates and everything. Then he just hit the super kick. I But you know what? I'm surprised that he lost. I would have had him Orange win and have Jericho lose his mind, but then maybe they're putting Jericho back into the main event scene and saying that he wants to be the champion, the true champion of AEW again. So I will not be surprised he might be around the main challenger for the next AEW title. So maybe they're starting to ramp that up again. So that looks really interesting. But overall, I enjoyed this Fyter Fest. I enjoyed it. I think there was actually some good stuff. I hopefully Fight for the Fallen, which looks really good. I again, I can't wait for see. Let me see. Let me just see. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can find Fight for the Fallen. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at it. All right. Let's see. Fight for the Fallen. Let's see. All right. Let me just look. Oh, I can't find them. Ah, that's from Twitter. So yeah, we'll have this. All right. Let's see. I'll put this stuff here and share it on. Here it is. Next week, here it is. This looks really good as well. The American Nightmare, Cody versus Sonny Kiss for the TNT Championship. That's going to look good. The Elite versus Jurassic Express. I'm hopeful that Jurassic Express could get victories because I like that team. And Luchasaurus he is a big star in my eyes. Let's see, what else? FTR versus the Lucha Brothers, which again, I think that's going to be really good. Hope they get enough time. And then we get the main event. FTW champion Brian Cage versus the AEW champion Moxley. And I hope that this ends with Cage becoming not only AEW, but yeah, I want to have hashtag Cage 2 belts and have him just run that back because the man is money, and I think you should have that type of build up. And hey, Moxley had a decent run, so yeah, I would not be too upset to having Moxley lose this title, have a long championship run, have a just dominant run, having him win and just having have him eventually lose to someone like not just Moxley, but maybe the Phoenix or heck Luchasaurus or whatever. Heck, Luchasaurus versus Cage would actually be a really fun main event if they did that. So yeah, I think it'd be really cool. But anyway, yeah, I really can't wait to see what's up next with AEW, and I am very pumped to see what's going to be the. I can't wait to see what's next for it. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, we just gotta wait and see. And we'll be right back after this small little breakity break. And when we are, we're going to be talking about DC Universe and all the good, bad, and everything else there. So we'll be right back right after this here live on TalkShoe.com and also on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be right back.
Outside on the corner where I caught the bus, thinking in my head it's colder than I thought it was. Sometimes life is like that, and you just quiver your lips, whisper a wish, hoping someone might give us deliverance. Now deliver this message, think I could live with this message. You could just give a few seconds to come and sit in my presence, and yes, it is so precious. Yes, it is a blessing. Next, I'll attempt to express it with every heavy breath, cause just to make it worth it, and just to make it real, you always made it perfect, and that's the way I feel. Sometimes we think too much, and we lose control, but it's not what you know, no, it's who you know. Days that will not end, I'm sure you've had them too, wishing you're still in bed, and yet we have to move. This is what passion do, this is what passion does. It's on my planets too, so sending back the love. Snowflakes fell like a gift from the skies, and teardrops swelled when I lifted my eyes. And it was surely just brightness that had informing me, while the storm in the streets was a thorn in the trees, and it clothed each branch with a layer of the purest snow. And this miracle was a little less than a year ago. Now summer's almost over, the weather's growing colder, approaching frozen soldiers, a Minnesota soldier. Backpack on my shoulder, days on shoulder, I spend most alone. Still growing older, feeling lonesome though I'm close to home. I'm the city bus and both are closing, I'm the open road. My soul is swollen though I'm holding on, and so it goes. And sometimes when it's dark, I look up at the stars, think about how small we are, but at least we have hearts. Getting past my speeding cars on these streets of ours, I want to be the cause for someone's grief to pause. Cause just to make it worth it, and just to make it real, you always made it perfect, and that's the way I feel. Sometimes we think too much, and we lose control, but it's not what you know, no, it's who you know. Days that will not end, I'm sure you've had them too, wishing you're still in bed, and yet we have to move. This is what passion do, this is what passion does. It's on my planets too, so sending back the love. I can't even get emotional, cause even though this road is negotiable, it's a road that shows going solo, feeling solo, and don't know the things I'm supposed to know. But so I know some brothers that are rolling in the same road with the same goal, and they stay focused. So this focus, and you gon' quit, it's a long way to go. I'ma need you to go with. I think the back of the shirt takes time, no matter what it is, yes sir, that's right. Even when you act like a dirtbag guy, admit never vocal, sure that's why I keep no accounts of flaws, keep holding out for y'all. People is all we are, you know I'm down by law. Cause just to make it work, and just to make it real, you always made it perfect, and that's the way I feel. Sometimes we think too much, and we lose control. But it's not what you know, it's who you know. Days that we're not in, I'm sure you have them too. Wishing you're still in bed, and yet we have to move. This is what passion do, this is what passion does. And so my plan is to start sending back the love. Cause just to make it worth it, and just to make it real, you always made it perfect, and that's the way you feel. Sometimes we think too much, and we lose control. So it's all this for all of the fools we know.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. How are you? I hope you are living your best life here live. Live here. Anyway, I hope you're doing pretty well. Hopefully, you're doing all the good stuff here. I'm gonna sit here doing, some positive, sitting here, relaxing, watching. What's interesting about the apps and everything else. I'm always looking to do everything else here to talk about some good stuff and, um, some positive things. To really to look at something like DC Universe because I like the DC Universe, even though it's a small niche platform. I think they do really good stuff. I think Swamp Thing was good, even though it was rushed at the end. I hate the rushing part, but I really like that. Doom Patrol is one of my favorite shows out there. I love that. Let's see. Harley Quinn, good stuff. I mean, the movies are really good. The form is decent. And the comics, I love the comics. I love that too. And also Stargirl. Good stuff on Stargirl. You know? It's something that I really am like, I like like I said, I really do like the show. I think Stargirl is great. But but this news coming this week really put something here. Let's see the right here for rap Marcus by Marcus Sopo and such. There it is. DC Stargirl to lead streaming platform DC Universe and renewed to season 2 at the CW. Now it seems like CW is basically the DC Universe like home for their shows and such. For their stuff like Flash, Arrow, Batgirl, Legends, Tomorrow, all their good stuff. Which, by the way, Batwoman has found its um, new Batgirl, which I hope it works out for her. Hope it works out. Let me just see the Batgirl. Oh, Batwoman. Um, let's see. Janice Leslie. Jaftia Leslie. Let's see. She is previously starred in. Um, let's see. Look. She was God friended me. Uh, she's a local. Oh, she was born in Germany. Moved to Maryland, so she's Maryland, raised in Upper Marlboro near Washington D.C. That's actually pretty good looking at IMDb page. And she was in Roped. What the heck? That's just a drama thing here. Let's see what else. Yeah, she's been in many other things. The MacGyver series. Hello Cupid reboot. That's a thing. Um, oh yeah. She's been in a lot of interesting stuff. So I hope that she is going to be the next Batwoman. I hope she's going to be a good Batwoman. I hope she is. Hey, she's she's from Maryland, so I gotta give a little extra love for her too. But that's what it is. I hope they actually can bring something new life to the character because Ruby Rose, oh goodness gracious, she tried her best, but I don't know. She just could not act to save her life. Granted, the script didn't help her, but jeez, that was not good. But anyway, back to Stargirl. Back to the Stargirl. Anyway, she, the people in the Stargirl and everything else, they're doing. I think they really did good. But yeah, um, but here it is. So DC Stargirl is removed for a second season at the CW, where we're now air exclusively in season. That means starting with season 2, the superhero series will no longer be available on DC Universe, where it currently streams in addition to airing on the CW. Wow. So he says, right, that's a big statement here. Um, yeah, it is very interesting. Very interesting stuff here. And it's going to be a very, like I said, it's going to be something very interesting. Yeah, I think it's going to be something. Um, oh, let's get back up here. Yeah. This is going to be again a season 2, and they said, yeah, it's going to be on multiple. This is going to be on CW, which I'm surprised. One, this show has not gone on HBO Max like Doom Patrol is. I'm surprised that hasn't done that yet. And once I'm like, wow, really? It's not on Doom. This thing is not there. Why? Why is this not on? Why this show was not on with you know, uh, on HBO Max? Because I think it would be perfect for the show. This would be perfect for HBO Max, as they are struggling to have content. I think Doom Patrol is really nice. You have other stuff on there, but I think a show like Stargirl has that nice family appeal and that young superhero team and such. I'm surprised you can have it's a nice counterbalance to the very raunchy and out there Doom Patrol, which, oh boy, yeah. When you look what's going on with Doom Patrol, and especially like in season 2, I'm like, holy. Heck, season 1, Doom Patrol went off on its deep end. Season 2 just goes even crazier. If you watch that, you're like, oh Lord, they just went crazy. But yeah, I'm just I just think that when you have a show like Stargirl, that just seems so screams out a good, putting on a very high, a much bigger platform than. I mean, I honestly think HBO Max is a bigger platform than the CW. I don't know what they're doing. I just think it's just a waste of time to do something like this. Why put a show like that on? I don't get it. Why put a show like that on CW, which to me the CW is slowly but surely becoming more and more relevant. TV stuff like that is not becoming more. The ratings, people are not watching the CW. They're not. So why not bring in, like I said, if you want to put some big stuff there, just start putting your shows on the HBO Max and such. Don't be trying to spread all these things out. Concentrate it, put it in a really, if you're going to go all in the streaming service stuff, go all in. Not trying to be, oh, this is on here, oh, this is on there, oh, this, that, the other, and all that type of stuff. No. Put Batwoman, put The Flash, put Green, put all of that on your streaming service and put it right there and make it seem a presentable and where all your stuff is and make it seem like you've got all the DC shows, you promote, you got the DC stuff, then damn it, put the DC stuff there. Heck, I honestly think they should have put the DC Universe app, put it as part as HBO Max. They have a DC corner. Why not just go all in on it with not only that, but heck, have DC Comics as well, the digital comic stuff there as well. Which I'm surprised they didn't do that. I think that's a really, I think that would be a very good idea if they put that through. I think that's a very smart idea because I think if they did that, it would bring in more people to A, not only watch the stuff, but B, also put, like, okay, this is the nonstop stuff for DC and everything else, the comics and everything else, be different from the other streaming services. And that would actually be something really positive. And again, original content, new content as well, new content with that. But here's the question: what happens to the DC Universe app since they're leaving this stuff? Doom Patrol is only on HBO Max. Stargirl is going to be on the pretty much uh on the Doom, it's on CW. What leaves us here? The thing, and heck, I think FX pretty much has been they've put they already showed I think, let's see, let me look at this. Right. Right, is I think it's also TV series is on not just the DC universe. I believe it's also let's see, is it original network? Yada yada yada. Let's see, where is it? Website, yada yada yada, yada yada yada, yada yada yada. All right, let me just see. Okay, let's see. Where can I watch? It's also the series, yada yada. Okay, what network? Let me see. I think that it's supposed to be. All right, it's season one, DC Universe, also on Amazon Prime too. So, oh wait, oh, it's all going to be on Sci-Fi. Just like wait, what? And it's gonna be on Sci-Fi. Talk about another channel that's been on a completely irrelevant train. But yeah, it's going on to Sci-Fi right here. And let's see, was April 20th. It's going to be on it's on Sci-Fi, which is very interesting. So yeah, it was on there. So I wouldn't. Why am I? I'm not. I mean, you know, if that's the case and it's already going on distribution and everything, I honestly wouldn't be surprised is if that show does go on a cable or something like that. Again, DC has a whole thing on HBO Max, so I wouldn't be surprised that'll eventually go on there. So then the question becomes, what do you do with DC, the DC, DC universe? I'm not going to say Titans. Oh, by the way, am I going to bring back Titans? Let's see. Let's see. Are they going to bring that back? Because oh gosh, that I'm sorry. It's real for season 3, but I'm like, no, just no. Oh, just no. No. But yeah, for DC Universe, if they are going to keep this going, I just use that as their own version of disputing comics, as they already got out of Diamond recently. So why not use that as a disputer for the comics and stuff, for the old, the new, and everything else digitally? And if you don't want to have a digital, you can order that stuff on there. Say, hey, you don't want the stuff digitally, we'll bring it to you and such. And our work deals with comic shops or something. That would be something really big if they really want to. If you want to bring back those shops and everything, you want to do something really cool. Have a deal working with the comic book shops that really do need it. And that's why I think that would be really good and very positive. And it actually will show a little bit like, yeah, be proactive for once. Using this new deals and such, and get a leg up against Marvel. Couldn't hurt. But that's just my thoughts. But my opinion is I think DC Universe will struggle along, and probably around 2021 they're going to probably shut it down or going to refocus. I wouldn't be surprised if DC Universe starts to refocus and they start to actually bring some put that stuff in comics, or they just shut it down and migrate everybody to HBO Max. Wouldn't be surprised if they did that as well. But that's my personal opinion. But either way, I don't see this streaming service lasting past 2021, in my personal view. But hey, they had a pretty good run. Can't say that's not really a lot. Heck, like I said, they have a better run than Quibi. They had a, they had a better kick-ass run than QB and such. Anyway. That's it for the show. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And all right. Hopefully I will get Cracking Time Review back on its tracks. I'm gonna be I hopefully get some of that done. I'm hopeful we'll get most of it done. The footage there soon. I can't wait to finish that up. Also, I am gonna be streaming a original Xbox game, Otogi Myth of the Demons. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that, and some extra other people from maybe some some cool folks from my brain just went out. Black Shepherd Games join me. I think that could be really fun. It's gonna be really cool. This Thursday night, tomorrow, we're gonna have that, and then we're gonna be back on back in the world of Xenoblade. We're gonna be finishing some good stuff there, doing the side quests, building our stuff up, going back to Colony 6 to do some more side questy things, and do some little bad tournaments as well. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some excitement. We're doing a lot of big things popping, little things stopping here on the Dukect Lounge and the Dukect channel as well. And don't forget the Dukect Lounge live next week. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being with me, Dukect, here on TalkShoe.com and also on Freaking Awesome Network.com and on ManExpression.com. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. This is Dukect here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.